Hi everyone, this is Oren Livne again, trying to win my first blindfold game in a YouTube video. So let's go on lichess.org, try to play a good game. If you want, follow the game in the board on a sideboard so that you can actually see what's happening instead of staring at the blank board until after the game when we analyze it. Knight f3, d6, d4 have been played. Ready. Knight f6. This may maybe I will play c4. We'll go into a King's Indian. c6. Now can still be classical King's Indian. He's not showing his cards, so to speak. But there is no e5 at the moment, so we're going to play g3. g6, we got King's Indian. Just want to make sure he doesn't get in e5, e4. Castles. Knight c3, and this is going to become, oh, bishop g4. Yeah, in King's Indians, it's an abomination to trade your light square bishop, which is important for attack. Knight bd7, okay, I mean, is it a line? I can't say I remember it, so anyway, h3. So he takes, bishop takes, we got the bishop pair. Knight bd7. So he got rid of his bishop that's behind the pawn, but it's a big price to pay, in my opinion. I'm gonna play e4 and have a big center. e5, sure. And now, you know, obviously keeping the tension can help. Just want to make sure that he doesn't get something like takes a knight e5 fork. And then h3 is also hanging. So bishop g2 could be a simple, oh yeah, we don't have a knight. Right, so d5 seems like it's closing up the position. Okay, c takes. And now probably knight c5. All games of the day were really good. I mean, people have been playing really well. This is a 1582. And they're playing good openings. White has more space in the center. He's got the two bishops. There's an open c file. Pawns are an h3, g3, f2, e4, d5, b2, a2. For black, it's h7 here. Yeah, that's actually cool that I can do this. And this is for white. Well, anyway, I don't want to draw too many things here, but that's the pawn structure. Okay, now let's get rid of that. I know how to do this in one click. I'm sure there's a way. Yeah. So knight c5. I'm pressing e4. e4 is hanging. It's not hanging, but we'll overprotect it with rook e1. There's nothing hanging, right? Never have anything hanging. Ever. Queen d7. Okay, now he's eyeing h3. We can just go back. Or we can play king g2. Which is better? Probably king g2, you know, but then he's got 98. And then there's going to be a follow-up with f5 and I want to be able to play ef and f4. So maybe just bishop to g2, but then that allows knight h5. It's probably okay. Now we always have f3. I lost to an IM in the under 2400 FIDE World Open, not knowing to play f3 in the King's Indian. b5. Aggressive. Wants to play b4. But we got b4 as well. Oh, sorry, making sure I don't mouse slip here. Yeah, get rid of his knight. Knight f4 is fine. Knight a4 is fine. We take. Now it is important to get that other bishop out before he plays a5. So we can play a3. Okay, well now we don't have to worry about that. Knight a6 blocks himself and a3. Solid position, bishop e3 coming up next. But he's attacking the knight on c3. Starting to think about bishop to b2. Just play very simple. He's moving very quickly too. Yeah, just simple. I got a problem on c4. Knight h5. Really trying to play in the spirit of the King Indian, but we can prevent him from playing f5 by maybe doing nothing because our queen is controlling this. So rook c1. Always think about what your opponent wants first. Now he's threatening the pawn center. Is this a blunder? EF. He cannot take back. With a pawn, because queen h5. When you take back with a piece, g4 is a fork. Standard tactic. So if I'm not mistaken and there's nothing in the way, I can just take on f5, h5. I'm a piece up. f4. Well, it wouldn't be fun to get my bishop locked in, but I have f1 anyway. So let's try to trade everything. f4. Where's the pawns at? h7 here, g6, f4, e4. Nothing on e5? No, he has a pawn on e5. So anyway, queen g4. I want to trade. Talking and playing is not easy. We got queen e6 check. We got bishop e4. Okay. Traded queens. One less problem. Okay. We got a double pawn. Okay. What do you do? He's got me on that one. Rook to c4. Attacking the pawn on g4. Where's the king? It's on G1. Oh, G5 is legal. Rook to G4. Naturally. Now I have rook to E2, defense on rook to F2 after this. Can I not take him? Rook takes G5. Oh, the bishop's not there. Okay. That's okay. Continue trading. Now, the price of grabbing the pawn is that now we have the C file. He doesn't want to change now. Played B5 already. There's a knight there. Rook C6 is possible. Right? No. Why not? Because there's a knight in the way. Rook E8. No. Play a good move. There is a pawn on E5. Feels like we should blockade. Yeah, I'm getting into time trouble here. Knight C7. Knight E2. I had a discovered attack somewhere. For now, we're just holding. With my king here, I'll move it here, maybe. Just defend squares. Knight C7 is attacked. These pieces are all over the place. H5. Question, can't I take here now? A6. Okay, now we can invade with the other rook. Right. That knight is long gone. Both knights are gone. There's nothing. Well, let's hope. Picks on the 7th rank. C7, F7. Rook F8. Certainly would love to trade anything. H5. Okay. Now it's just about not blundering anything. Got the knight here. Can I come to f4? No. Okay, let's do something local. Rook g4. I don't like his threatening gestures here. Oh, my king is not here. Okay. Maybe king h3. Rook f5. King g2. I don't want any kind of invasion into my camp. Maybe we'll just take the pawn and take on b5 and just run the pawns. Okay. Bishop g5. Sure, I have a good handle on how this position looks like, but okay. b6, try to get his pawns. h4. Maybe g4, keep it closed. Rook f4. Starting to not like this so much, because he's invading. And I also don't have a good handle for where things are. So sorry, my rook is here, I want to take on b5. c4. Got pawns on a4, n3, and b4, right? Okay. Rook c2, pinning. It's protected, so a5. Did he just take a bishop? a6. Okay, we'll reinforce with b5. The rook is where on b6, okay. Rook b8 check. b5. Check. King c8. Not liking this. Not liking the pin either. Okay, there's a pawn there. Bishop and g5. Okay. Let's attack him from the other side. a7. Rook a5. Attacking the pawn. You can't really take it. g5 if he takes. Bishop e6. g6. Run from both sides. Okay. Check. King d7. This is not going to be easy. King e7. Now we're going to queen. Now I have to see the... Okay, I finally won a blindfold chess live. Okay, now let's look at it. Let's look at it. Very exciting. I guess it was mate in what? King f6. I guess rook e6, king f5, queen g4 was mate in 2. Now let's do inline notation here. Okay, let's look at this. This is very interesting. Now that I'm in a good mood, we can do some analysis. Bishop g4. This is the main move. And bishop g4, I mean, it is a sort of lines that people play, and they want to close up the position and prove that the knights are better than the bishops. I personally think it's easier to play against that. Now, I could have played king g2 here. Now, maybe has to play 5, maybe b4. And then after this, I guess my problem was that after he takes, e4 is a double attack, because that bishop is here. Sure, you can play that, and it's probably great. Computer says equal. Okay. Bishop g2. Defense, b5. Now c4 is a problem, and for him, this is a problem. Okay, so far, so good. This is a terrible blunder because of this. So instead, black should have just played something else. It's hard to suggest something, to be honest. Maybe knight c7, d3, a6. White just is going to double up and put a rook on c6. He's better. Computer concurs. This is an interesting idea, by the way, by the computer to get to c4. But that's really cool, and that would have been great. So white has a solid advantage. Okay, now we're a piece up. What do you do when you're a piece up? You trade queens. In fact, trade everything if you can. All right, so we have to incur a structural problem for that. Instead, had I seen the board, I would have not hesitated to play bishop e4 mate threat, or at least yeah, it's a mate in 3 threat. Bishop takes, bishop g6 and queen h7. So when he moves f4, weakens the light squares. Okay, fine. I did not see, so I was thinking about, okay, how can we block the attack? Of course, this is an easy way to do this. So that's a visualization problem. Now he gets to the other side, double attack. Okay. Knight on that square is a lot stronger. A lot stronger. Double attack. And follow up by rook c6. Much easier. Oh, okay. So this is just, he didn't see that, and now that's very important visualization to see that the rooks connect on the 7th rank, and so the rook on f7 is not going to fall. All right, simplification helps us. Now I'm starting to flail a little bit. A stable formation would have probably been knight c3, but then bishop h6, but then nothing. Oh, but then he has bishop d2, trying to undermine the right. So instead, Okay. He could have tried for rook c4 over here, by the way. And the reason I'm avoiding king g2 is because of h4, but g4 is fine, and this is what I should have played. Okay, since I'm not sure what's happening on the left, I'm just playing on the right side. I'm playing on the left side only. Just trying to close it up, but a lot more principled is get rid of his passer. Simplify. Absolutely. Okay, got two connected passers. Of course, I didn't see that my bishop was still there. So this is a strong move. Basically forces me to give up a piece. Oh no, knight c3. Okay, so now we're trying to run with the pawns. Of course, rook takes d6 was possible. I'm just panicking a bit, trying to play on both wings to try to create problems for him. Right, g6, go for gold, and that happens. Okay, I survived 55 moves of a blindfold game. So takeaways are, you playing the King's Indian, I'm sorry. If you are committing bishop to g4, which is likely going to be traded for the knight, then you must close the position up, just like black did very nicely here. Play here. Yeah, and just keep it closed. Takeaway number 2. Do not look for your opponent's idea. I mean, if you want to play f5, that's great. That's what you want to do. But what is he going to do in reply? He's going to take, that's a liability. So when you're up material, trade, although more importantly, look for forcing moves first. And by the way, after this, let's say, you got this thing, and so bishop h8, and if we wanted to trade now, it would have been under preferable conditions with this bishop being stuck here. So still makes sense. Okay, and then in the endgame, or in general, we want to create the principle of two weaknesses, which means running with the pawns on both sides of the board in this case. And it's going to be hard for him to catch both. Okay, that's about it for today. Thanks for watching.